also here on TikTok, trying to be visible on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So, I wanted to talk to you all today about, let me get this together, eating right for your blood type and your hair and scalp health. So I'm not sure if you guys know who I am. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Hi, Leslie. Hi, everyone. I hope you stick around for a minute. I'm not sure if you know who I am. My name is LaRon Quarles, and I am a certified IAT trichologist, a hair loss specialist, non-surgical hair replacement specialist, cosmetologist or hairstylist, and a beauty educator here in Pleasantville, New Jersey. I hadn't been on for the weekend. I was trying to go live like every single day, but sometimes I lose momentum because life gets in the way and I have other stuff to do. So I am a Jehovah's Witness, and we had a 3-day assembly over the weekend. And boy, I had some saucy potential clients. Well, when they reach out, they want you to answer the phone. They want results. They want to hear from you. People don't understand we have lives, and despite the automations, despite you having assistants and whatever, you can't always answer the phone and answer every message. So I was away for 3 days. So now I'm back. So you'll see me daily. So meet with me here early in the morning. Put your post notifications on because I will be always wrapping something around hair and health, because you cannot grow hair well when your health is faulty, when your health is off, when your body is out of whack and out of sync. Your hair is not going to grow. I don't know who told you it would, but it is not going to grow well. So give me a second. I want to make sure that I am connected here on Instagram as well. So I just want to let you all know again, my name is LaRon Quarles. And yes, I am dressed in a t-shirt because I'm going to the gym for a run once I finish. So I apologize that I'm inappropriately dressed. I got the sneakers and everything to prove it. So just like I always encourage everyone, you got to go create some heat. You got to get that lymphatic waste going through the circulatory system so it can find its way out. When you're very toxic, everyone needs to exercise. Everyone needs to move and create heat so that all the toxicity can find its way out through the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system runs along the circulatory system, so it moves when you move. When you create heat, you create movement and you massage. That's why when you get a massage from your massage therapist is trying to move it towards your elimination channels, and they tell you to drink a lot of water so that you can get all of that sluggish lymphatic waste out. So for someone who's 56, I try to go to the gym. Even if I just walk, I'm at that gym just trying to work up a sweat. So anyway, y'all know I like to talk and I digress. So I'm here today to talk about your blood type. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about your blood type. The majority of women and men who come see me, 50% of them don't know their blood type. But your blood type, if you guys, hey, cousin Jimmy, how are you? If you guys realize this or not, it doesn't matter if you're doing the Mediterranean diet. It doesn't matter if you're doing the Atkins diet. It doesn't matter if you're doing the keto diet. You have a blood type. And what really cracks me up is, as a professional health practitioner, trichologist, everyone wants to do every kind of diet in the world, but they do not want to honor their blood type diet. If you honored your blood type diet, it would tell you a lot about yourself. And because I see a lot of people that come in for hair loss, health and wellness issues, digestive issues, blood pressure issues, sugar issues, I tell all of my clients, I know what your problem is. And they'll say, what? I said, you're type A, you're type AB, you're type B, you're an O, aren't you? And they'll say, well, yes. I said, uh-huh. I understand it because it's related to your diet. All of your inflammation, all of your issues that you're having are related to your diet, wrapped around your diet. And people never make the distinction. As soon as people start talking and they tell me what their issues are, I'm like, I know what your blood type is. I know what your problem is already. Like, it feels like sometimes God has given me the matrix in my brain. As soon as someone starts talking to me during a consultation, the stuff just starts appearing in the back of my brain like, oh, yeah, I know what it is. But I still have to go through the rest of the consultation and talk to my clients, analyze and review all of the other information, look at their scalp. I still have to do my due diligence, but a lot of what my clients are going through is wrapped up around their blood type. So if any of y'all know your blood type, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat because we're gonna talk about it a little bit, and I'm gonna stay on as long as I can because I gotta go get my walk in, and then I have another appointment, a consultation appointment at 10. So what I want to talk to you about is, as a certified trichologist, okay, gracefully grace. So am I. I'm an AB. Noon said O positive. P2158 said B. Okay. Hey, Prophetess Tay, how are you? Let me know what your blood type is. So, okay, I'm just Meek said A. All right. So, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Got a couple people here. Let me know what your blood types are because I know y'all fingers ain't broke if you're sitting here watching me. Come on now. All right, Tina said B. Come on, y'all. Who else, has the wherewithal to put their blood type in the chat because I want to converse with you all about your blood type. So give me a second because my assistant did something with my book. So I can't find my book, so I'm going to have to get my phone so I can refer to the information. I'm looking because the book has not appeared in over a week. So I know my assistant put it somewhere, and sometimes she puts stuff somewhere and she essentially hides it from the both of us. So give me 1 second. So again, what I was trying to begin sharing with you all is, as a health practitioner, a hair loss practitioner, Tina said, okay, you said, oops, your type is O. As a beauty professional, as someone who has gotten into the health side of the hair loss side of the business, because you can't help someone with their hair loss unless you help them with their health, because they're inextricably tied together. The hair grows from inside of the scalp. And guess what? The hair is implanted into the subcutaneous tissue. And guess what? It's connected to a blood supply. Everything beneath our skin is connected to a blood supply. So if there's ever anything wrong with the outside of your body at all, it's probably related to something physiological, something you've done, something you've ingested, something you're exposed to, everything, because it's connected to your blood supply. So as I get more and more educated, I'm exposed to more things, more holistic things, all types of things, and I wrap it around hair and health. My main goal is to help all of my clients reduce inflammation because I tell you guys all the time, when you have massive inflammation in the scalp, it can cause your body to release something called cytokines or cytokines. When your body releases cytokines into the body, where it ends up, you do not know. The cytokines are kind of like the body's reaction to what it is that you're giving it, what you're doing to it, and it produces inflammation. Let's just say you're bit by a bug. And when the bug bites you, there's a mast cell response by the body. So it sends cytokines to that area where you're bit, and it creates inflammation. It causes your body to produce something similar to the realm of like anaphylaxis. It literally swells. It inflames. It sends water, it sends fluid there, and then the whole area where your bit is inflamed, it's irritated. So that's essentially how the rest of the body is. When you're doing something, you're giving the body something that it does not like, it sends out a mast cell response. Cytokines are released all over the body, and where they end up depends on where it's going to affect you. It may end up in your ankles and it'll give you gout. It may end up in your intestines and give you IBS. It may end up in your eyes and give you problems with your eyes. It may end up in your scalp and give you CCCA. It may give you an autoimmune reaction to your hair and scalp. So what I'm saying is, what you give your body, what you expose your body to, will sometimes give you an allergic or an autoimmune reaction. So I say all this to say, when you're eating things that do not agree with your genetic blood type, you are going to have problems. So I want you to view the blood type as ends of a spectrum. So as a certified trichologist and hair loss practitioner, my goal is to help you reduce inflammation. The foods you may be eating are causing you inflammation and problems. So Kim Alexander Jackson said A positive with some sort of immune issue in my scalp. Got it. So I'm pulling up the blood type app because I don't know where my book is. I'm going to have to order another book. So what I also want to share with you guys is if any of this sounds informal and you like to know more and you want to know more about your blood type and how your blood type can help you as far as losing weight, reducing inflammation, helping your hair grow, I'm having a program at the end of July. And at the end of July, you can come here. You can have your blood type. You can have your body blood type. I'm going to be giving away meal plans and menus for people who don't know how to put things together as far as forming their blood type diet, because it's a lot for some people, and it was a lot for me when I found out. Um, I'm also going to be doing hair and scalp exams. I'm going to be offering anyone who signs up for the blood type event 4 scalp treatment sessions. So it's going to be very informal. We're going to have food, but it's going to be a very nice event, and it's going to be for about an hour, hour and a half, because the more people that I have, the more blood typing that we have to do, and it's going to take some time. So I want to share with you all. This is trying to get the glare off. Okay, this is the blood type, the Eat Right for Your Blood Type app. This is the Eat Right for Your Blood Type app. So I want to share with you all how the blood type has to do with ends of a spectrum. So you have A, you have AB, then you have B, then you have O. Now, what I want to share with you is they're kind of at opposite ends of the spectrum. What affects A's and AB's do not affect B's and O's. And what affects B's and O's does not affect A's and AB's. So, real talk story. If y'all got some time, I want to just share with you my own story. I want to share with you how I learned it and earned it, why I'm here today. A lot of us who are in the health and wellness industry wind up in the industry because of our own issues. So, if y'all, all of y'all don't know, on TikTok, I always say all the time, this one right here grew up in the hood. I learned it and earned that. I have an immense amount of respect for people who grow up in subsidized housing, who grow up in the hood. We're sometimes limited in diet. We don't have a lot of exposure to a lot of things because my mom was a teenage mother. She had me at 19. So my mom did the best she could. But best believe God made sure we ate every single day. The problem was what I was eating, what my mom was giving me, what she had access to, was not good for my type. But back then, and I tell you all the time, I'm 56. I earned every bit of gray hair on his head. 56 years ago, my mother, as a 19-year-old, really did not know anything about food, pairing things together, holistic health, and living. My grandmother was like, peace out. You got a baby. I am taking care of this baby. You got to go. So my mom kind of had to fend for herself. I grew up eating rice-a-roni and spam and all the things that I should not have been eating. No one should have been eating what I had to eat. Uh, I was eating, what was I eating? Cream chip beef out of a can. We were eating ginger snaps, but my mom made sure we had something to eat every single day. My mom gave me a lot of milk. She gave me a lot of the processed cheese block that we would get from the neighborhood um, food bank outlets. So I didn't really get to eat very good food. I ate a lot of milk, a lot of cheese, which was not good for someone like me because it gave me problems with IBS. I was not supposed to be eating pork. I was not supposed to be eating chicken. I was not supposed to be eating seafood. I was eating all the things that I should not have been eating and a lot of processed food. So I grew up with GERD, an immense amount of GERD, and I was placed on antacids, um, stomach acid reducers in my early teens. No one knew then. No one knew. I was born in '69, so in the early '70s, late early '70s, no one really knew about GERD and all that stuff. No one knew all that. So I grew up eating a lot of the wrong stuff. And it didn't really hit me until I got a little older, so I got to college, that when I changed my diet, when I started drinking more smoothies, when I started eating more and more fruits and vegetables, weight dropped off. I felt better. When I gave up meat and I only ate what I called lighter meats, just fish and chicken, I lost a lot of weight. I started feeling better. But I had a lot of toxicity. I was very toxic. I had a lot of pockmarked acne all across my chest, all across my back, all across my arms because I was still eating a lot of processed food. I was still eating chicken. I was still eating things that were not good for my type. Fast forward. Then I started getting into holistic health and holistic living because I was always eating milk and cheese and things that I had no idea I wasn't supposed to be eating. I had at least 3 to 4 allergic rhinitis issues, asthma attacks. I was in the hospital in the emergency room at least 3 or 4 times a year with the same issue. So as soon as I called, make an appointment, they already had my stuff sitting at the desk, but you still had to show up to the doctor because you couldn't just get a prescription without showing up. Kept having the same issues. So this was before Google. Google wasn't out in my late 20s. Go on Google. Boom, boom, boom. I said, computer, tell me what I can take naturally when I have an upper respiratory infection. It spit out all this stuff, and boop, the light was on. Lauren was born as the holistic practitioner. So I found that when I started treating myself with oregano oil and colloidal silver and drinking dandelion tea and milk thistle tea and cleaning myself out and taking colon cleansers, I saw the effect it had on my body. I would take my colon cleansers, I would take the whole 120 bottle count, and I would finish it. I would drink lots of water. I would eat my smoothies, and the acne and the toxicity cleared up. Light bulb moment. I was in my late 20s, early 30s, didn't really understand the connection, but I knew it was working for me. So I continued. Fast forward, I kept going all these hair shows, going all these events. Then I become a trichologist. I was exposed to trichology. More light bulbs, more light bulbs. So God was putting me into position. Fast forward to where I am right now. So of course I've done Chinese medicine courses, herbal courses, various trichology courses, holistic practitioner courses, naturopathy courses. So all of that has led me to where I am right now. So I will say this, if you grow up and you're exposed to eating a certain way, that's why we develop certain types of issues. That's why the majority of us develop cholesterol issues, high lipidemia issues, diabetes issues, high insulin issues, because our family ate what they ate and we are who we become. But when you utilize the process and the thought pattern of epigenetics and you change your genetic structure by giving your body plants and raw natural foods and the food you're supposed to have, your body will make changes and it will subsequently, because I can't say this because I'm not a health practitioner, I can't say the word H, but your body will correct itself. So during that time, I had read the book Eat Right for Your Blood Type years ago. I think I had the original printed copy, and now I'm so mad because I lost my book. That book is so old and tore up. It's got water and coffee stains all over it, but I have like one of the original printed issues of the book. I read the book and never forgot a lot of the concepts. I did fall off and start doing other things, but over the past 2 years, I have really gotten laser focused back into eating right for your blood type because as I went to a holistic practitioner event with her again in San Antonio, Texas, she helped put back into perspective for me. Sometimes we need to be re-exposed to things. You've heard of it and you don't start doing it, and then someone else tells you about it and you're like, somebody told me about that. So you get yourself reacclimated with it. So I'm back now because when she showed me pictures and images of people who are able to essentially regrow their hair in their scalp in this hormonal zone instantly within weeks, I said, oh yeah, I got to get myself back. I got to get my clients on the right track as far as getting their blood type together. So I tell you that I share this with you now because I have already lived everything that I share with my clients now when I'm on my lives, when I'm in person with my trichology consultation clients. Everything I share with my clients it's already because I have lived it. I have taken the herbs. I have stopped eating the milk. I have followed a blood type diet. I have done this. I have done that. So please don't think that I am hypocritical in what I share with you because I have lived it and I've seen it and I know the potential that changing a few things in life does for you. So again, I say that my goal is to reduce inflammation in your body, and it's my goal to make you feel better. So when I learn things and I share things with you, it's the goal to reduce your inflammation, because when you reduce your inflammation, you speed up and you elongate the anagen growth phase in the hair cycle. You allow the growth phase of the hair cycle to have a longer span. You cut down the catagen resting phase and you cut down that telogen fallout phase and you speed it back up so that the hair can get back to the growth phase. But the longer you stay in an inflammatory process, your hair will not grow well. The antioxidants will not be able to help those cells because they're exposed to so much inflammation. The way that you're living sometimes it's going to cut down that mitochondria. It's going to interfere with the growth of the cell, so the hair doesn't stay in the growth process long, which is why it seems like some people's hair just do not grow, and it stays in that resting, that fallout phase longer. Because when people come in and I analyze their scalp and I see empty follicles, my goal is to get those follicles um, with hair back in those cells. But if I see empty follicles, it's something you're doing that you're exposing yourself to, which is the reason why those follicles remain empty. So, Miss Tyra, you said the infamous GERD, and you said that cheese was good back then. Yeah, it was, but once I had started analyzing how I was living and wondered why I stayed in the emergency room all the time, I had tremendous IBS, so many gut problems. It was because of that cheese. It was because of the milk. It was because of all of the cow's milk products that are engrossed in everything, that are in everything that was giving me problems that had me in the hospital all the time. So it was 2 years ago, light bulb moment again. It was 2 years ago when I went to my holistic practitioner conference. I had never had my own blood type done. I knew all about it, read the book. I hadn't had my own done. Then I find out, like my sister, someone else said here that they were an AB. Okay, so I find out that I'm a type AB. And I said, boop, my mind just said, poof. And once I found out that I was an AB, I said, that's it. That is why I've been having all of these problems. And I had no idea why. So here's why. Type A's and type ABs have low stomach acid. They have high propensity for upper GI or stomach issues, stomach, liver, gallbladder issues, because they're all kind of connected. The stomach helps to digest the food. The liver and the gallbladder help send in different enzymes to help you digest fat. They all work together, and then it produces chyme. The chyme is like liquid matter that goes down into the small intestine and then into the large intestine, which you don't use to be excreted. So type A's and type ABs have very low, very weak stomach digestion. So they cannot handle a lot of different types of dense protein and meats. So type A should not have any meat at all because their stomachs do not have the digestive capacity to eat meat. So a lot of type A's have a lot of problems with excess weight because they're eating foods they have no business eating, and they can't digest it anyway. So what happens? The food winds up digesting undigested. It causes gas, burping, flatulence, a lot of weight gain. And then you have a lot of hormonal issues because you can't digest the hormones in the food, and the hormones wind up going down into your small and large intestine undigested. So the hormones are never fully broken down. So your body is never really able to pull the nutrients from the food because you're eating the foods that are not right for you. So type A's should not have any meat at all. They should only have fish. They should only have maybe soy and soy products, but no meat. No meat. Type AB should really have soy and turkey. And if they have anything that's beneficial, which I really don't suggest, I would suggest only soy and turkey, and then maybe just fish, and fish of different types. But when you are, oh yeah, Kim Alexander, gallbladder, because when you're type A and type AB, you can't digest heavy protein sources. That means your gallbladder will become inflamed because you're giving it food that it can't break down. The fats in the pork, the fats in the beef, in the chicken, in the lamb, and the mutton, and the rabbit, you can't digest it. So your gallbladder will become inflamed because you're giving it products that it can't help break down anyway. So even my girl, she was just on TV, Jess the comedian, she just had her gallbladder removed. She had to go through a massive diet change. But it's people like that. My girlfriend, my best girlfriend, and her mom had to have their gallbladders removed, and they were type A, and they ate liver, they ate beef, they ate chicken, they ate everything. But as I have these light bulb moments, and God downloads things in me that I need to share with you. All everything just starts coming. I'm like, that's why they had this problem. That's why they had this problem. That's why this person and myself had the problems we had because we're A's and ABs. I'm an AB. I had upper GI problems. I was the original Zantac girl. I had every sort of gas sex. My Lanta. I had Pepto Bismol on the side of my bed, like boop, boop. I was the original person on that prescription. And I was a preteen. But when we don't know, we don't know. But I had all sorts of autoimmune issues. I had terrible IBS that I had to overcome because of my digestion issues. So I say all this to say, y'all some grown adults and some grown folks right here, but I know somebody's gonna say, well, I ain't giving up chicken. I ain't giving up beef. I ain't giving up pork. I ain't giving up this. I'm not eating this. So just keep being sick. Keep going on with whatever problems you got in your diabetes and everything because you don't want to take heed of information. Oh yeah, oh, I'm gonna get to you, Miss Layla. I'm gonna get to you in a minute, sweetie. So A's and ABs do not have high stomach acid. They have very, very low, very weak stomach acid. So type A's and ABs cannot have things like papaya and mangoes because they have too many enzymes in it. Enzymes that are not good for their stomachs. So type A's need more citrus. They need more lemons and limes and oranges. They need more things that help produce stomach acid. And you need to take these into your diet before you even eat them. You need digestive enzymes. You need HCI, or it's called hydrochloric acid. You need lemons and limes. You need that acid in your stomach to help you digest your food on the front end, or else you're not going to digest your food well. When I put myself on a program, once I learned that I was an AB of digestive enzymes, my hair filled in so much more, but I've always naturally had fine hair. What also happens with A's and ABs is because they do not digest their food well, they're usually always very iron deficient. They have low hemoglobin, low body temperature. They always cold, and they do not digest iron and pull iron from their food well because they have a weak stomach acid. They need digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid. So let me go get, I always got to show y'all an example. Hold on, don't go nowhere. So when I talk with my clients, I always let them know, and people get freaked out when I say hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is a powder. It comes in a powder. It's in a powder form, and this is what I sell. It's called Enzymix Pro. I sell these when I have my consultations, but what it contains is hydrochloric acid in a powder. And the hydrochloric acid comes from various sources, used to reduce the acidity of your stomach. So this product here, I usually order this by the case, and I have it for my clients when they come in for their trichology consultations. You need, as a type A and AB, you need hydrochloric acid and you need digestive enzymes, and I'm going to tell you why. This is also one of the products that I market when my clients are here. This is called Isotonics Digestive Enzymes. Digestive enzymes, because I love my powdered stuff, and I give all my clients the powdered products. So like I said, you put this in your water and you drink it. That's it. That's why I like these, because they're easy. No fuss, no muss. So when my clients order things through the mail, and they order things from my website, I usually always try to put a sample of this kind of stuff. This is the thermochrome. This is for my ladies that want to, lose weight. This is the daily essentials. I always try to make sure that I give you guys plenty of good stuff. If I talk about it, I want to make sure that you guys know about it so that you can have it. So again, type A's, very low stomach acid, have a propensity to be anemic, low hemoglobin. They're always cold because they do not digest their food well. They can't pull their iron from their food. They have low stomach acid. They need more acid in their stomach, so they need more lemon, more lime on the front end when they eat. Then you have B's. B's cannot have chicken. They cannot have shellfish. They cannot have crabs. They cannot have scallops. They cannot have any of the bottom feeders. Even though they're good, can't sit around a bowl of crabs when you're a type B. So for my type Bs, what I want to share with you is the type B cannot have anything but goat lamb, moose, mutton, rabbit, and venison when you are a type B. So I know you can't see it, but this is the type B. This is the type B, blood type B person. So when you're a blood type B, it's like you have kind of like remnants of a type AB and remnants of an O. So you're not fully an O and you're not fully an A or an AB either. So it's like you're right in the middle. So as a type B, you should only have goat, lamb, moose, mutton, rabbit, and venison. You should not have beef. You should not have bison. You should not have caribou, beef liver, calf liver. You should not have ostrich, pheasant, beef tongue, turkey, or veal. And you definitely should avoid chicken, Cornish hens, duck, duck liver, goose, guinea hen, ham, and pork, beef hearts, horse, chicken livers, goose liver, partridge, bacon, quail, squirrel, sweetbreads, and turtle. So I don't make the rules, but when Paul Adamo, he's a holistic practitioner, he's a holistic doctor, when he did his study and he formulated this, he did this lengthy study on individuals and saw what was happening because of it. So now, yes, Miss Kim Alexander, yeah, wow. So with type O's, O's are on the other end of the spectrum. Now, O's can have very dense cuts of meat because they have metabolic issues that lend them to having problems with blood sugar, high lipids, cholesterol issues. So blood type O's can have more thick cuts of meat. They can have the dense meat because these dense cuts of meat, this protein helps to stabilize blood sugar. Most of my type O's and B's always have diabetes. They always have high cholesterol, high lipid issues, diabetes. They have problems with A1C, high levels of glucose because they eat a lot of citrus. The citrus, like oranges, lemons, limes, those types of things, those sugary foods are not good for type O's. Type O should not have orange juice. My husband's a type O. I had to beg and plead with him, sweetheart, you cannot have orange juice. It affects your blood sugar. And he was a pre-diabetic. I said, sweetheart, you're diabetic. You have an immense amount of liver fat. You have the basketball stomach. You're diabetic. Just say you're diabetic. He's like, I ain't diabetic, but doctor said I'm pre-diabetic. I'm like, you're diabetic. So I'm going to treat you like you're diabetic. And I had to get him on a high fiber diet, I had to get him on the right types of foods for his diet. His numbers changed instantly with his next follow up to his vet doctor and his regular doctor. And his doctor was like, well, what are you doing? He was like, my wife put me on a diet. And she was like, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. And I wish I could find that screenshot to show you guys his numbers and how his doctor was like, whatever he's doing, keep doing it. So this is why I put my clients on a diet. This is why I put my clients on the blood type diet, because we need to change these numbers around. When we change these numbers and change this diet, we change the inflammation, we change the trajectory of your life, which improves your hair. Because when your hair is right, your health is right. When your health is right, your hair can grow better. You're reducing that inflammation. So again, your type B's and your O's usually have more metabolic issues, more problems with diabetes, more problems with sugar, high cholesterol, high lipidemia. It's not a fact. This is just usually what I see. So the type B's and O's can have more meats in their diet, where the A's and AB's can have less meat. Now, type A's and AB's have weaker stomach acids. They cannot digest thick proteins, but they can have all of the citrus. They can have the wheat. They can have the pasta, the rice, the potatoes. Whereas type B's, type O's can have less of it because they have more metabolic issues, where type A's and AB's have more digestive issues, more issues with liver and their gallbladder and digestion here. But here on B's and O's, they have more metabolic, more cholesterol, more lipids, more blood sugar issues. So I noticed a trend, and I understand that God lets me understand this for a reason, because I need to share that with you guys. This is not something that our doctors are going to sit down and share with us when we're in the doctor's office. This is not really something that our nutritionists are going to share with us. They're going to make sure that we have a macronutrient diet. That's what they learn in school. But see, this other kind of stuff, this is extra. This is icing on the cake. So I have a certificate in fitness and nutrition. So when I learned about the nutrition aspect, I was like, oh, cool. I learned a lot of things. And what happens when you do different things to your nutrition. I understood the concept of eating every, 4, 5, or 6 hours when you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, pack on muscle. I understand the concepts of macronutrition, but also when you are a specific blood type, I also saw things happening there too. It was just circling around in my head like boop, boop, boop. And I just had to put the pieces together. So if you're a B and you're a O, you can have more dense cuts of meat, but you have to watch your pastas, your rices. Lord, I did go to college. I'm sorry, everybody. You have to watch your potatoes, your rice. You have to watch your fiber sources because that can influence and impact your blood sugar. So there are different things that type O's cannot have. They cannot have wheat of any kind, no white bread, no pasta, no wheat pasta, no wheat germ pasta, no white rice. I would like them all to stay away from potatoes, stay away from oats, because those types of things can spike your hypoglycemia, your blood sugar, your A1C, your glucose. It can spike it. So I tell all my clients, if you're being an O, try to stay more towards the types of proteins and starches that will help stabilize your blood sugar. Take your healthy fats like your linseed, your flaxseed, your olive oil. Make sure you take those into consideration. For type A's and ABs, we cannot have a lot of coconut oil. We cannot have guava. We cannot have mangoes and things like that, but we can have more citrus. So there are just some things that you just cannot have. It's not my fault. That's just the way our bodies are set up. God made us so awesome. We are not alike, but we got to get through this life the way we got to get through it. And I tell everyone, if you can, find out what your blood type is, because your blood type is going to create more inflammation in your diet. If you are a B and you're O and you consistently eat things that are not right for you, that's why you keep having problems with your metabolic issues, your diabetes, your cholesterol, your lipids, your A1C, your glucose, your insulin. This is why heart and circulatory issues. Every time my clients come in, the majority of them are usually B's and O's. Then my A's and B's have the liver, the gallbladder issues, the low iron, the anemia. It's not a fact. I'm just saying what I see. So I urge all of you guys, if you want to come at the end of July, I'm going to be having an Eat Right for Your Blood type event here in my salon. It's going to be about an hour, hour and a half. So the people who do come, it's $199, but you're going to get your blood type. You're going to get a scalp exam. You're going to get access to getting 4 scalp treatments. You're going to get lunch. You're going to get 5 days of meal planning guides for your blood type. I mean, you're going to get your salad guide. I'm going to get this thing together. It's already on the book. So this is only for people who are interested, because if you don't invest in yourself, $199, you're getting a lot of value for $199. 4 scalp treatments, a scalp exam, your blood type, 5 days of meal planning, a salad guide. Like it's just, why wouldn't you take advantage of it? So we're going to be having it here at the Pleasantville location here. I am about 5 minutes from Atlantic City. If you guys are interested, please send me your information wherever you see me on these outlets, and I can help you. So I can help you get scheduled, and then you'll be able to come in for the event. What I'm sharing with you again, as a certified trichologist, is my goal to understand what's causing you inflammation. Often when I'm here, I'll say your organ is causing you inflammation. Your digestion is causing you inflammation. So I want you to understand again, thank you, Ms. Kim. What I'm saying is you have to analyze what your blood type is and eat the protein, eat the carbohydrates, eat the vegetables, eat the fats that are right for your blood type, and it will reduce the inflammation in your body. When you reduce the inflammation, you have less pain, less stiffness, less irritation. Your health will improve, you lose weight, and you'll have better hair growth. But if you just want to keep doing what you want to do, you won't get what you always got because you don't want to make any changes. That's usually the problem with anyone, is they don't want to make changes. This is what we like living in. This little neat little circle. But greatness is on the outside of the circle. Dreams and goals are on the outside of the circle, but when you stay here, you stay limited. But if you want to stay limited, I'm not your girl, because I'm always trying to push you and stretch you. That's why I'm on here talking about this kind of stuff. So I'm going to go through my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to answer those questions, and I'm going to go to TikTok. So give me a second, Miss Gracefully Grace. Miss Gracefully Grace, all you have to do is tap my name right here. And if you can, tap this heart right here, tap that heart and tap all the way down. If you have any coins, when you give gifts, TikTok will let you have access to the TikTok store. They will give you discounts and things like that. So if you can, tap the screen and tap that heart right there. But Miss Gracefully Grace, when you tap right here, you'll see my bio, and that will let you know where I am, and you can take advantage of any possible way to get in touch with me. So I am in the Pleasantville, New Jersey area of South Jersey. We're at the bottom of the little, the little New Jersey. So when you here, Gracefully Grace, this is my TikTok page right here. All you have to do is tap here and you'll find everything. You'll find where I'm located. You'll be able to email me and give me a phone call. So when you guys see, I'm not sure if you can see it, when you tap that link that's scrolling across your screen that says https://linktree/hair loss center NJ. When you tap that, you will come to my link tree. I'm trying to get the glare so that you don't see that glare. When you tap it, when you tap the link on the screen, you're going to go to my link tree. My link tree looks like this. This is what my link tree looks like. And all you have to do is scroll. You scroll, scroll, scroll. And the link tree will have access to getting in touch with me for a 15-minute chat to talk more about your hair and scalp issues. It has all the ways to get in touch with me. You can find my store. You can find my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube. You can have access to my educational courses. You have access to all of the books that I've written. You have access to my Lose Weight, Feel Great product for those with high A1C, high high insulin issues, those who want to lose weight and feel great. Any possible way you want to get in touch with me, read any of my books, take advantage of the things from my website, that link that's scrolling across the screen, this bio here, you'll have every opportunity to connect with me. So Kim, you said you're interested. If you can let me know your information, just send me a message and I will definitely make sure that I get the information out to you. Tina said, wow. So Shug said, I need to change my diet. I'm full of inflammation. I'm a type O. I have to cut out a lot of sweets and sugary drinks, but I think I have gut problems. Yeah, mama. When you're a type O, sugar is your worst enemy. Everything essentially breaks down to sugar because the body needs to, even protein. If you eat too much protein, larger than your fist, if it's too much protein, it will break down into sugar because the body has to make use of it for energy. It has to use it for energy because that's how we walk, talk, and chew gum. That's why we've heard for years you break your fast in one with a bowl of cereal because you need that energy. From what we've heard for years, you should always break your fast so you can go to school and make sure that you have clarity of mind. But essentially, what it does is it elevates your glucose level and elevates your insulin, and then it has to knock down what you've given it because the high levels of sugar in your diet are constantly giving you a problem with insulin resistance. But that insulin has to knock down that glucose and force that energy into the cells. What happens is when you are a type O and you eat too many things that are not right for you, eat too many things that break down into sugar, it creates liver fat. So now we have high incidences of diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver issues. So, Shug, and you've been following me for a while because I've seen your name floating around my pages for a while. We got to talk. So if you need me, sister, I have 15-minute consultations available when you tap that link in the middle of my screen, and we can chat about how, I can serve your needs best. But if you have these issues, I challenge you over the next 90 days, you better start doing your body right. So by the end of the summer, you should start making some changes. Start working and leaning more towards eating for your blood type. So Layla Pinker said, what can you have for type O? Mama, you got to get the book and you have to get the app. I really can't help you with that because this is not that type of live. I'm just really pointing out you have to get the app. So Layla, you got to get the app. When you get the app or you get the book, then you can dive deep into what you can have. You can eat. There's just some things that work better for you when you're type O. Layla says, so are you saying dense meats and no carbs? No, I didn't say no carbs. I said no potatoes, rice, oats, and things like that. There are carbs that you can eat, but you cannot really have those that give you a higher propensity to have blood sugar issues. I recommend quinoa, couscous. I recommend other things, cauliflower rice, but not potatoes, oats, wheat, rye, barley, because that all of those give you issues with your blood sugar. Hold on, this is my nail artist. Good morning.
Good morning. We have appointment at 10 today, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
Okay. Okay, sorry, can you come 10:15?
I may have to change my appointment because I have another appointment at 11:15 here at the
Uh,
salon.
that's okay. You can keep the 10 if you can come to 10.
Okay,
Okay?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Sorry about that, everyone. I know that was a little unprofessional. So, Layla, just get the app. You're going to have to get the app and just find out what things are right for you because I'm not really going to spend the bulk of my time uncovering what is essentially right for an O. What I'm suggesting is because O's have a higher propensity for blood sugar, metabolic issues, glucose, A1C, lipid issues, cardiovascular issues, stay away from certain types of carbs because the wheat, gluten, the rye, the barley, they're not good for type O's. It is what it is. So Kim, again, I hope I can connect with you to get you here for the event. Tyra said you're interested. Exit 4 the Expressway. Great. Okay. So Layla Pinkett said, thank you. I'm too far away from Jersey. I'm in Tennessee. It's okay because if you want to join us virtually, you can. I can ship you the blood type kit. It's not that deep. I really do think if you are interested, take advantage of some of the products and services. I will be putting after the event is over. I will be putting up the Eat Right for Your Blood Type 5 day um, menu charts in my back office. I just won't have them released until after the event is over. But I know you said you know what your blood type is, but some of these things may be a benefit for you as well. So Tina said, I'm interested for my teenage daughter to know her blood type. I believe she's B, and this makes so much sense because she has a lot of stomach issues. Yeah. And she would just have to just watch what she's eating as well. So Tina said that she's interested, and that's a beautiful thing. Shug says I have sleep apnea and hypertension. I'm trying to get off the BP medication. POS is my weakness. I will sign up for a consultation. Thanks for the information. Yes, ma'am. Okay, what is the name of the app? Hard to see on your phone. I know because of the glare. It's the Eat Right for Your Blood Type app, Miss Gracefully Grace. It's the Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So Sunshine is my therapy. I'm an O, and I have all that. I can't believe it. I just popped into the live. Yes, honey, because God told you to pop in at the right time. So yes. So I'm gonna go through and scroll and answer the rest of these questions. So Mawan, hi Mawan, how are you? Thank you for joining and supporting today. It's the Eat Right for Your Blood Type app. So I'm gonna go to the Play Store because sometimes the Play Store you can't. People, I will share it and people still don't know. So it's called the Eat Right for Your Blood Type app. I know you guys can't see it. It's Eat Right for Your Blood Type. It looks like the book. Let me see. Yeah, you can't see it. It's a little tiny app. Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So, okay. AB, Gracefully Grace, you said you're AB, you're not sure what to avoid. I shared that with you. I'm not sure if you were listening. Type ABs can only have turkey and soy and fish. You really shouldn't have anything else because you don't have the stomach acid to essentially digest anything other than turkey, soy, and fish. So please let me know, Gracefully Grace, if you're even still in the live. Let me know if you've even heard that. So, Gracefully Grace, you said you wanted to know where we were located. I shared that. I'm in the Atlantic City area of New Jersey, and I don't see any more questions. So, I just want to let everyone know if you need me, I am reachable at hairlosscenernj.com. If you guys need me, my information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can reach me at https:// linktree hair loss center NJ. It's not exactly link tree, but it's scrolling across the screen. If you type that in, you'll see my information, and then when you do, you'll come across my link tree. That's me with my arms folded with my little black faux leather top on, and you'll see all of the information needed to connect with me. You can schedule an appointment. You find where I'm located, my educational courses, my live events, anything you want to know how to get access to me is there. My hair replacement, my classes, my books, everything, the website, it's all there. So if you guys need me here on TikTok, all y'all got to do is go to my link right here, tap that there. And if you guys can, if you want to get more numbers next to your name, tap this heart, tap all the way down, tap the screen, and that will allow you to get numbers next to your name. And then TikTok will give you access to different things, more gifts, more events because you were giving the points and giving the gifts. And as always, if you tap the screen, tapping the screen is free. So yes, okay, Sunshine, you're the O. Juan says you have the book. So you said that you wanted to say that you're blood type B for Apple user 653. Blood type B, I hope you were able to listen to some of the things that I recommended. And P2158 said I'm a B, but had transfusion with O. Yes, because O is the universal blood type. So if you can use anything, you can use an O because that's the universal type. So Gracefully Grace said you'll reach out to me. Thank you so much. If you do, Gracefully Grace, just let me know when we meet that you're the person who I spoke with here on the live. And Coley said blood type O. Mawan said type O. The app, like the book, no, the app is not like the book. It's an app. It's not a book. No one is going to sit and just, scroll and read because they would just get an e-book. It's an app. All it's going to do is just share with you what foods are available. It's not a book. It's just an app. There it is. Nice and clear. So I know it's a little challenge. I'm trying to get the glare off. So it's just an app. It's just going to give you just the food choices. It's not going to be the book. You have to get the book online or get the book from Audible because I have the physical book, I have the audio book, and I have the app because I have to have it, accessible at all times. So Moana said that you're interested. I'm glad that you're interested. I would love to host you all here because it's going to be a very nice event chock full of everything that you will need to get yourself started. Scalp exam, 4 scalp treatments. If you have dermatitis, itchy scalp, hair loss, inflammation, we're going to give you scalp treatments here to help get your scalp together, help get you on track. You'll get the 5-day menu guide, and you're going to get your blood type. That's if you don't know what it is. If you already know what your blood type is, it may not be something worthwhile for you, but the rest of the value may be something for you. So just reach out. I am available by email, by text, and through my system. Just set up a 15-minute time to chat with me. Send me an email. I have got to go because I have an appointment. So I hope you guys are having a good day on purpose. I got to go get my walk in before I go get my nails done. Peace, love, and hair grease. Just want to give you value because God gave it to me so I can give it to you. Have a good day on purpose, everyone. Bye-bye.